Just first, you had a big play, but tell us first, just getting this senior day win, what did it mean to you?
It meant a lot. We've been preaching it all week. Beginning of the week, that we needed to get the seniors out with a big win, and just the preparation throughout the week really helped us, and it really meant a lot. Yeah, so just a halftime adjustment. What they were doing, we knew it would work, and just coming out on the second drive after halftime, the play was called and it was blocked well. The illusion of the play went really well, and then after that, just have to make a play.
You were getting the pitch play to work much more often today. Why was that? Why did the pitch play work for you today?
Just what they came out in and what they were giving us. Coach Davis did a great job of calling plays, knowing that in their 6-1 defense, we can get the ball, spit it out, and let the athletes make the plays, and that's what we did today, and it worked really well.
How does it feel just setting up for Massachusetts next week and then maybe in a couple of weeks? How does it feel just getting some momentum?
Yeah, we just needed that win. We've been in the dumps a little bit lately. All the guys have been preaching about we need this win. We need to be able to finish the fourth quarter. So, it's just going to give us a little bit of momentum going into this next upcoming week. We're going to take it 1 week at a time. Just playing for each other, honestly. Being able to, like the guys in the slot room, we're down a few guys, and just being able to block for each other, handle the perimeter, things like that. So that's what we've been really harping on.
You guys that came out of different plays.
Yeah, I know we like it. We were doing what they were giving us. Like I said, Coach Davis did a great job. The O-line did a really good job getting next level blocks. And then the slots and receivers, we just all blocked for each other. We had adjustments at halftime, knowing that we could get the ball pitched and things like that. So that's what we did. Thank you so much.
So, to ask you about that, your last game stadium, getting a big win like.
It means a lot. Just a lot of emotions built up on the way to the stadium, and then I never really go out to pregame to like warm up, but today I just took a few laps around just to cherish the moment. A lot of these seniors, we done a lot these last 4 years. And we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. So, this winning on senior day it paid off, and it felt really good.
Great. And then, question, saw you kind of ankle or something in your lower leg towards the end of the game.
I'm feeling fine. You got rolled up on. I'll be good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Great.
Sir. How you doing, Ken? Yeah, so my boys are down. I'm a senior, one of the seniors in the room, and I just know that I had a big role coming up into this week. Just being able to try to be a leader, help all the younger guys learn the playbook, because we don't have that many slots. So getting these guys reps and getting these guys mental reps is what I've really been focusing on, and also just focusing on my fundamentals, and then being able to finish and being able to make explosive plays. Thank you. Good, how you doing?
Talk about just being your senior day and being able to make a big play, being able to get into the end zone, help your team win, and just it was a collective win today.
Yes, sir. For the team. It felt good. After halftime, we made these adjustments, and defense played really well. Our goal was to run the ball and stop the run. And second half, that's what we did, and we all went out hard for the seniors.
Run that play a lot in practice, the one that you scored on, or is that something that
Just halftime adjustments. You know, we were prepared for it though. We just on the he gave us the play, and then we practiced it before, so you know, just memories, and that's what we did. Thank you.
I think you're all set, Breen. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
Thanks, Kareem.
Zoom, next up we have Marquel Broughton. Ken, you can start.
Ken Kreitzer, Canvas Media. Markel, congratulations on your senior day win. Just tell us about the defense in the first quarter, 2 goal line stands against UConn kept your team in the game. Tell us about it.
You know, when you look at someone's eyes, you can tell if they want it. And our defense wanted it today. When it came down to those goal line stands, you look in each other's eyes and you see, we're not folding. We're not giving up. We're not giving in. And I think that's the best way to explain it. We wanted it.
On the second goal line stand, you made the tackle on the first down play in Austin Hill on second down and third down incomplete, then came down to a 4th and 1 play. And tell us about it. Chris Bray and Spencer Jones got a tackle there.
Yeah, I don't even remember the play, honestly, if you want to be honest with you, but we got to stop.
And just how did you feel the rest of the game? You got the big interception at the end, which kind of sealed the day. But how did you feel the defense played the balance of the day?
I think in the second half, I think we held them down to 54 rushing yards. I don't know if that's correct, but it's pretty close. And that just showed that we figured out what we were messing up, figured out the gap schemes that we were messing up and everything like that. And once we got that, we got rolling and the offense started rolling and it was good.
Block at the beginning of the first drive, get you off to a good start.
It felt amazing. So that Jabril Williams, he's a freshman, right? And he does this every day. Like he's been doing it to us on the scout team, and then we pulled him up, and he went and got one today, and he ran to me, and he was like, "Thank you," because it was little things throughout the week that was holding him back from getting the actual block. But he got it today, and it felt amazing, and I was just happy for him just to see his excitement and him smile. He's from same place as Coach Monken, so that's pretty cool.
Just a last question. How did it feel you were out hurt last week and being able to play today?
That was my first game I've ever missed in my life last weekend. I hurt. But just to be back, I needed to show everyone that I was good and I was okay and I was ready to play.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your win. Second half, you seem to have been frustrated the whole second half. What happened at that time?
Coach Monken got in us, and we stopped missing tackles, and we started to fit up things right, and the rest was history.
Very emotional game, it seemed like, for you. Was that alma mater?
I remember my first game. in Mikey Stadium. We wore the same, we wore black, gold. And I asked the seniors early this week what they wanted to wear this week, and we chose that. That just goes to show, like, how special playing in this place is. Standing next to Coach Monken, I don't think that was planned or anything like that, but just to know that that was our last time, and I was able to do everything I can to help the person to my left and right get a win, and definitely for the seniors, so it was pretty amazing.
What did you work this week to get enough to play in this game, or was it your mindset that you were going to do everything in your power?
Shoot, last week was me trying to play, in last week's game. This week's game, it was kind of given that I was playing. But yeah, last week's game, my mentality to play, and I was out there for warm-ups, pregame warm-ups last week, and didn't get to play, but our defense did well, and we lost, but we're growing, we're moving forward, and like the offense is picking up, and the defense is learning who they are, and it's amazing. It's going to be a good future for Army football.
Connor, go ahead on Zoom.
Joe, go ahead. Hey, Mark Well, Joe Icono, GoodBlackKnights.com. Congratulations on the win today.
Thank you so much.
Hey, the last couple of weeks, it's like Army's been right there. You guys have done some things really well in phases of the game, but all three phases haven't really executed to where you guys can get over the hump and get the win. You feel like today was maybe the most complete game the team has played across all three phases?
I do. We didn't do things to beat ourselves, and like you said, we were so close in a lot of those past two games, and we did things to beat ourselves. And today we didn't, and you saw the result.
And my follow-up question, kind of piggybacking off what Sal talked to you about, I know how much West Point means to you. I know how much Mikey Stadium and Army football means to you. You're the emotional leader of the team. You're the leader of the team. You've been a two-year captain, best performers on the team over the last 2 years. If you were to sit down before the game and script how this was going to go today, fourth quarter interception, 2 big goal line stands by the defense, could you have possibly scripted a better finish to your career at Mikey Stadium?
No, not at all. This was amazing. Just thankful for my teammates, thankful for the fans, just thankful for everyone around here, that's made this place special.
Thanks.
What's up, man?
Not too much. Congrats on the win. Take me through your interception.
Yeah, all right. So, post safety, I see the quarterback pre-snap look at onto the boundary. I'm like, all right, I think he's going here. I see, I don't know if it was Cam Jones at corner. I think it was. I seen him act like he was playing inside, and I seen the quarterback take another check at him, and I knew the ball was going there. So I played like I was going to get to the other hash, came back, and I was really thinking, let me just take a shot on this dude. Then I saw the ball come out of the corner of my eye, and I just put my hands up, and here we go. Amazing. Coach Woody did a great job bringing that in and making that something special for us. I think all the guys love it.
DeAndre Tobias got the second pick. How do you feel about him getting that opportunity?
Hey, he works hard, and he works real hard. He's been working hard all his career here. He's battled injuries, and he still fights. I remember at the beginning of the season, he didn't know if he was going to be able to play this season. And look, he's getting an interception on senior day. It was amazing.
Thoughts on these 500, but just
One game at a time. We're going to do our job. We're going to follow the plan. That's what we got to focus on. We got to focus on us. Enjoy the time that we have with each other.
One more, go ahead, Ken.
Mark, I just want to ask you about senior day, your family being out there. We saw your mom out there on the field with your jersey, your name on the back. What does it mean for her support? The way she almost leads some of the other parents.
My mom, she's loud. She's a lot. I love her. I hear her when I'm in the game. I can hear her screaming at me, takers or things like that. And that pushes me, and it means the world just to see how much she loves being around this place. And honestly, my mom already said it, like next year she's going to come to games because she just loves West Point so much. So I don't know if it's just me.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you. All right. To the two.
Next up, we'll have Tyler. And go ahead.
Zaire, Ken Kreitzer, Canvas Media, congratulations on the win. What did it take to get the offense going, really in the second half? You were struggling a little bit early, but then you started making big plays and generating a lot of yards on the ground.
So throughout the first half, it was a lot of things that we saw that were open, but it was small things that were stopping us. Small missed assignments. I missed the read. There's little things that we worked through all week, and we talked at halftime. We said we gotta stop messing up these little things and just play our brand of football. And in the second half, we came out confident. We came out with a little bit of an edge, and then we played our brand of football, and it showed. The results showed. The second half showed, but it's just little things that was stopping us in the first half that we didn't do in the second half, and we took care of the ball. We didn't have any turnovers today.
And just so you started the drive in the second quarter, and then Jamel came in, and he got the big pitch play to Raheem Murphy, 34 yards, that led to his scoring a touchdown. How did you feel about how the offense ran there, getting that touchdown?
Great. That shows who we are as a quarterback unit. Whether it's me in the game, whether it's Jamel in the game, whether it's Kay in the game, we all practice the same way. Coach Worley, he coaches us all the same way. He doesn't coach the starter or back up harder than the other. Like, we all come to work, we all practice hard. So it shows, a helmet comes off or something unfortunate happens, the next guy's going to step up. And he led, I believe it was 90-something yards with the old drive. It was like a 99-yard drive, I believe, but that was a great way to finish the half. And it just shows how preparation, it goes a long way. You don't have to get ready when you stay ready.
And then in the third quarter, you're down 13-17. And the first play, the reverse handoff to Raheem Murphy. Just tell us about that play and how it started, what it looked like from you.
The coaches do a great job throughout the week, just scouting and preparing. I have things that I'm looking for. The play was called. If they were to give me a certain look, I would get to a different play. They gave us the look we wanted. Raheem's a hell of an athlete. Made a great play. Great blocking by the line. Great downfield blocking. That play just kind of signifies our culture. Not many schools have 11 people, running down the field or making downfield blocks. Isaiah Austin had a great lead block on that play. So it was a great call by Coach, even better execution by Raheem. And when Raheem gets the ball, he's going to make plays. He's going to do what Raheem does.
Got that short punt that you got the ball at the 49-yard line. You had a long run, and then you were able to score on I think it was a 2-yard run to give yourselves a 10-point lead. Tell us about what it meant to just have the offense run effectively at that point in the game.
It shows, we always talk about winning the second half, winning the fourth quarter. So to continue running the offense efficiently, that's something we know we can do. It feels good, to score those 2 touchdowns at the end of the game. It gives, one, a sense of security, with the score, but 2, it's confidence going into the next games. Like I said before, we've been very close in the past, but putting it all together, it just shows how good of an offense we could be.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Not sure. I don't really.
Pretty impressive. Feel about the
Believe it or not, I'm not really a person to really look at stats. Like, if it pops up, then I'll see it. It's cool to run for 100 yards, but I'll take 20 yards in the win over 200 yards in the loss any day. So I don't really look at stats, but it's always good to help contribute to a win. Always good to get in the box and celebrate with your teammates. But, just being able to score one last time at Mikey means a lot. I'm very thankful for Army and West Point just allowing me to live out those dreams. Being a Division I football player, didn't have many opportunities. So Mikey Stadium is home. I mentioned it before. It's home, and I'm grateful that I got to do it one last time and score one last time at Mikey.
The team bounced back a couple of times. They scored, you guys came back and scored in the half, and then
So like that's who we are as people. That's not even us as players. Like when we are faced with things, we bounce back. You're gonna be faced with a lot of hardships in life. You got to bounce back. So even looking at our record, there was not a game that we felt like we were gonna lose at any point. Like we just fight to the end. We'll always keep punching, we'll always keep fighting back. But that's what we do, though. Football is a game of up and downs. But there's never a point where we're just like we're not gonna keep trying to win. So we'll expect for us to always fight back and bounce back.
Game at Mikey State, but just the emotions involved in the game and who you're playing the game with, the senior class that you spent 4 years here with, giving everything you have to the program. Can you talk about it?
It's amazing. Going into the game, there's 3 seniors, me, Cade, and Jamel. And like I mentioned before, it doesn't matter who the starter is. Every time we break, it's like Jamel tells me he has my back, right? Air Force game, ULM game where Jamel was starting, got your back. Cade, got y'all boys if you need me. Like it's a brotherhood. So it kind of like I'm playing to not let them down. I'm playing to not let Connor Bishop down. Guys like Marco Bryan, guys like DeAndre Tobias, Isaiah Morris, and other seniors that have put a lot of investment and blood and sweat and tears to the program. It's bigger than yourself. And to take it even a step further is, the people we represent with our unit patches and things like that. Like it's so much more than just us as players. And that's something I've internalized here at West Point. That's something that I'm really truly bought in. Is just who we represent is bigger than Tyre. I'm representing other teammates. I'm representing my family, and I'm representing millions of soldiers across the world. So it's a great feeling. Great way to finish my last game at Mikey. But like I said, message to the guys coming back is just defend Mikey. That's home. So.
Connor, go ahead on Zoom.
Joe, you can start. Hey, Tyre, Joe Icon with GoBlackKnights.com. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, just one question for you. With it being senior day, and you talked about how much this brotherhood means to you, and I'm sure all your classmates that you played ball with for 4 or 5 years. A lot of the seniors seem to have big contributions today, right? Marquell on defense with the interception, a ton of tackles like he usually has. DeAndre on defense with the interception. Offensively, Raheem had some big plays. Maurice Bellon had some big plays. Kobe, even the offensive lineman, Connor Bishop, Sam Barzak, a couple of the other firsties had some really good blocks. How cool was it? And at the quarterback position, like you mentioned, Jamel leading a one-scoring drive, Cade getting to come in late. How awesome was it to you to get to see so many of your classmates contribute in big ways today?
It was a great feeling. It's like the investment that we put in, it's good to see that come to light. Like you mentioned before, DeAndre, he works hard. He's in my lift group. And, Cole mentioned it. He didn't know if he was going to be playing this season. He fights through a lot, but he works hard on and off the field. So it was good to see him I believe that was his first interception of his career. So that was good for it to happen that way, to kind of like ice the game and it to happen on senior day in Mikey Stadium. So that was great. Marquell, he's consistent. Marquell, he comes, he's the energy of the team. But he plays hard every single week. He always produces for us. But as far as in the QB room, you even saw late in the game, Cade Ballard came in the game, ran hard. Couple broken tackles, ran hard. That's just who he is as a person. Comes to practice is hard. Jamel, I went out. Jamel commanded the drive and ran hard and executed offense efficiently. Like it's good to see, everything that you put in come to light. And that was just the biggest thing. There was never a doubt in my mind that with those guys on the field all at once, things weren't going to get done.
Tyre, Ken McMillan from The Record.
sir.
Good, thank you. Tyre, this is almost like a baseball question. Connecticut dominated possession time game. I don't think Army got the ball 30 minutes of actual clock. What was it? Is it tough offense to kind of pick it up, sitting on the sideline for so long?
Not really. Coach Monken, he always talks about like controlling what you can control. You can't control that. You can't control that like they're milking the clock and we don't have the ball. But when your number's called and when it's time to go, it's time to go. But I don't think that had a big impact. I think the biggest impact was cold. It was freezing. But so just sitting there, we got bikes. We stretched. We stayed loose. So, I think it was fine. I really don't think that was a factor. I believe like we ended up winning the time of possession game over the game. I'm not sure if we did or not, but I don't think that was a factor early on, honestly.
Sure. Did the seniors after the game, senior captains, seniors overall, did you address Osman any time in the locker room afterwards? Did you have a message for them?
So directly after the game, no. We were so excited throughout the week, we have daily interaction with the underclassmen. I know I have a group chat with like all the current plebes. So throughout the week, we kind of communicate to them, expressed our gratitude, and just let them know like the message to them was, defend Mickey Stadium. Like it's going to be a new Mickey Stadium. Coach Monken said there's going to be renovations, so I believe that's the last time that's that Mickey Stadium. So just defending that Mickey Stadium and just getting that CIC trophy back. That was my message to the freshmen, because like I said before, it's not about them as individual players. It's just about legacy and people who came before them. So not directly after the game, no, but throughout the week, that's been directed towards the underclassmen from leadership.
Sure. Play offense, but was a group, defense, 2 goal line stands as they did.
Yeah, so that's it's black flag. Like that's what we pride ourselves on. We believe it or not, as an offense, we sit there and say like they're gonna get a stop. Like we've seen it numerous. Like my career, I've seen it numerous times. A goal line stop. I've seen it in the biggest game of the year in 2020, Army Navy. I've seen a goal line stop. So we always talk about like they're gonna get a stop here. Like it's no doubt in my mind that they're not gonna. So it's momentum, but it's definitely gives us inspiration to go do our part on offense. They held their end of the bargain, so now it's time for us to do it.
Thank you.
Zoom, next up will be Coach Monken.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, sure beats the alternative. So good to get a win. We were desperate. Really proud of our team, the way they played. And the guys that just came up here, I know there's some other guys before I stepped in the room, but these 2 seniors, Markwell and Tyre, and what they've meant to this team and just what they did today, the effort that they put in today and the plays that they made and our whole senior class. And the way our team kind of rallied for these guys and played really hard the last game at Mickey Stadium. It's special for these guys to go through the 4-year experience here and play in this stadium. As much success as this senior class has had, I'm glad that they were able to win their last game here at home. So it was, beyond that, just great to get a victory. We've been on the wrong side of some really close games this year, and that's been agonizing and tough to swallow. But can't say enough about the fight in this team and how they've continued to prepare. And we're ready today, and physically ready and emotionally into the game and mentally played a good football game. We had some mistakes. We had some errors that it could have really cost us. But fortunately, we were resilient enough to come back and make enough plays to win the game. So proud of our coaching staff and the job they did, and so on to the next one.
Coach Ken Kreitzer, Cam, that's media. You talked during the week about how well the defense had played the last couple of games, and being able to produce the 2 goal line stands in the early portion of the game, first quarter. What did you see allowing that to happen, allowing them to make those 2 stops?
I think they just grit and toughness and a desire to make a play and to execute, to beat a block. You got to use fundamentals. You got to be playing the right gap, and you got to fit the run where it's designed for you to fit on defense. They had a play action pass down there, and the guy was kind of falling down, and I think Marquell was the one that recovered and kind of knocked the ball out of there. We were fortunate to make a play there. We got a little pressure on him. But our guys just were tough. They just were gritty, and I thought the second one in particular, to stop them down there on 4th down and not get a touchdown. The first one, obviously, we got the field goal, but just really, really proud of those guys. So Coach Woody does a good job, as does our staff, and had the right guys in there.
And just you inserted Jamil Jones in the second quarter, a quarterback, and he got off a 34-yard pitch play to Brahim Murphy, which really set up his touchdown run. And then later, Brahim Murphy in the third quarter did the 75-yard play. Tell us a little bit about how the offense generated that.
It was good to get the ball on the perimeter, and we felt Coach Davis and the offensive staff just felt like we could run some of those plays and get the ball pitched and get it out there, and so to get some space, we got some good blocks. We had the one early. We had the holding call. We had a good gain there, and we got to not do that. As setting ourselves back 10 yards. That's not our cup of tea. But we had some penalties that we overcame today, and that was positive too. But the long run by Brahim in the second half, that was a play that we didn't practice that at all this week, and we've had it in, and we've practiced it some, but just based on the way that they were reacting to our other plays at halftime, Coach Davis went in, and there were a couple of things that he recognized that we could do. And that was one of them, and it was a sure big play. So credit goes to Coach for designing that play and or kind of dusting it off and talking the guys through it. And so it's a big play to take the lead again after they scored. We went 3 and out to open the second half. They went down and scored, went up 17-13. We answered with the 75-yard touchdown run. That was a big play.
And just the key to getting Markel Braun generating that turnover, the interception, which led to the final, to Tahir getting a touchdown to give you a 10-point lead. The importance of getting that turnover.
Winning the turnover battle, in my opinion, is the most important statistic related to victory. In fact, in all of the games last season in college football, if a team won the turnover battle, 78% of the games were won by the team that won the turnover battle. Now, there's statistics for if it's even, but if you won the turnover battle, those teams won 78% of the time. There's no other statistic that is that great. So it was a big pick and a great play coming out of the middle of the field and a nice long return. I wish he would have remembered to leave his helmet on. But he knew it, but it's a great play, and I'm glad we were able to answer and get points off the turnover. That's key as well. Just getting the ball back and making it count. So credit to the offense for finishing that drive right there. Thanks, Ken. Jabril is a guy he's just continued to improve this year. I'm proud to say he's from my hometown of Joliet, Illinois, and he's a good player. He's going to be a good player. He's really raw and young and learning, but I'm excited about his future, and there's several guys that are young in that class that I think are going to be good players. So I'm excited about that group of guys. It was great for him. We had started to work him with the punt block team several weeks ago, and he had one in practice where he did a really nice job coming off the edge and blocked the punt, and so I think that doing that in the first couple of times that he was in there with the punt block team in practice, it gave him a little confidence about doing it, and so he's played that position and played on the punt block team some this year, and he just has struggled with taking a really tight and good angle. And today he just was ready to go and took a really good angle, and fortunately, they didn't find him coming off the edge, and he was able to destroy the kick, and then Miles Stewart picking that thing up and scoring. It's a big play.
The players talked a lot about the adjustments at halftime offensively. You frustrated?
We got the pitch play going some in the first half, and I thought it was really good to be able to get the ball in the perimeter out there. They're a big physical defense. They have a good football team, and what I've been most impressed with in watching them is the complementary football that they play. They run the ball, they stop the run. They're a physical team, and they kind of play football the way we play it. Different style, but similar philosophy. And so there's just certain things you do, and they make their adjustments, and they start to play those plays pretty good. And so as they start to take guys from the box and add them to the perimeter, then you've got to be able to run the ball inside the box. And so that we did that some today, but there were times where we were getting knocked back. We had some negative yardage plays, and so at halftime, and our coaches, both Coach Woody and Coach Davis, they gather their respective staffs and they talk about any adjustments or things that we need to do better, things we need to talk to the players about, and Brent had 3 or 4 things that he drew up on the board and made some adjustments, and I think it just really helped our guys execute in the second half. So Brent's a really smart football coach. He knows our offense. He's been with this offense a long time. He's seen it all, and we got a good staff. Guys like Cody Worley, who's been in this offense a good while, both at Kennesaw and here, and Mike Vitti, who's been with us several years, and Matt Drinkle's been with us for, I guess, 4 years now. Brent's good at figuring out how to make some adjustments that'll help us in the second half. And it's a matter of executing. The players got to go out there and make the plays. But it's our job to put them in position and give them the best chance. So, everything didn't work. We didn't just rip through them on a 75-yard run every single play. They made some plays too and made us punt in the second half, but the adjustments were helpful, and really it was what we needed to be able to finish that game out. Certainly the way he plays, he makes plays, but he plays very passionately and a lot of emotion, and I think that helps drive our team. When you've got a leader like that plays with that kind of effort, emotion, and passion, it's infectious, and people want to follow that leader. He leads in a similar way off the field. He cares deeply about this team, and he's extremely competitive, and that's apparent all the time. Whether we're in a workout in the weight room or at practice, He's passionate about this team and helping this team and trying to draw the best out of everybody, all of his teammates. So a guy like that, and just the dynamic leadership skills that he possesses, it's hard to describe. There just are certain guys like that stand out. And I think we got a lot of really good leaders. But he stands out, certainly among the guys we've got here. And just an incredible young man. He's the kind of guy you'd hope would be your son, the kind of guy you'd want to hire and keep in your company, the kind of guy you want on your team. So I think just an incredible young man. But I was just saying to my wife, who was sitting in here at the press conference, listening to Tyre talk, and I said to her, I said, that guy's pretty good behind the microphone, isn't he? And I said, there's a lot of places that they'd be having press conferences today, and guys would talk about themselves and take credit, and these guys they defer the credit to their teammates and coaches, and it's just incredible the selflessness that they have and the team spirit that they have. Both those guys mean a lot to our team, but they come in here plenty after games, and I don't know that they ever talk about themselves. They don't talk negatively about the other teams that we play. They just talk positively about this team, and so Marquell's like that, and he's just like that all the time. He's just positive and got a tremendous spirit and energy about him.
Hey, Coach Monken, congratulations on the win. When I was speaking with Marquell, you mentioned the fact that you guys had been close the last couple of weeks, and there would just be a mistake here, a turnover, or a penalty at a bad time, or whatever. And it seemed like today, first time in a while, the team put it all together. Do you think that you've got some momentum and things are working the right way? Obviously, there's always things you can correct in every game, but do you think this was a pretty complete game by the team overall?
We probably played as good collectively as we have in a good while. There's things that we've got to improve. The defense made two really good stops. They were great stops because they were right down there in the shadow of the goal line. But we did let them get down there, and so I'm glad we stopped them. But I'd much rather see them punt it to us and not have them drive all the way down the field. But again, the bottom line is they didn't score, and it's a great job by Coach Woody. He does such a good job of having our team ready, and we got to tackle better, and there's a ton of things. And then offensively, we had to punt and had some 3 and outs. We scored there at the last drive of the first half and came out and went 3 and out. And we just got to be able to double up, and it's what Coach Davis talked to those guys about, is doubling up. And it's what we did against UTSA. If you recall, we had a long drive and went ahead 21-14, got the opening second half kickoff, drove down and went 28-14. And those are big plays when you can do that. So it was a great answer after they went up 17-13. Again, like to not go 3 and out. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you got to punt. It pains me to send a punt team on the field every time I do, but sometimes you got to punt. And fortunately, we turned around and got another score and put some scoring drives together. The turnover by Marquell was huge to be able to go up. We were up 10 points, and to get that score and go up 17, up more than 2 scores, was a big, big turn of events in the game, because there was still plenty of time. Being up 10 points, there's still plenty of time for UConn to win the football game, and that was big. And obviously the kick block on our part, unfortunately we got one blocked against us today. that those can be very, very costly. Obviously, missing an extra point last week, that showed up pretty big in that ball game. So, we have had some close games, and the fact is, the other team earned the victory. We didn't. And even if we do things or don't do things, make errors that cost us the game, that's the other team didn't make those mistakes, and they were able to earn the victory. So I know we're on the short end of some really close games this year, games we could have won, but today we didn't put ourselves in that position. We got a lead, we held the lead, and we did what we needed to finish it off, and that was really important for our team. And hopefully that's something that will give them confidence. It certainly should.
And my follow-up final question on the pump block. Anything that Coach Saturnio saw on film that is able to help you exploit that?
Coach Saturnio does such a terrific job with the special teams, and he's a great motivator. Our kids love Coach Saturnio. I don't know if there's a coach on the staff that's more beloved than Coach Saturnio. I mean, he's my favorite guy. Hey, he's awesome. He's got so much energy and just loves these kids. But he is very thorough in his preparation for another team. And just each week, he's able to come up with a way just for us to have a chance if we want to try to block a punt. And today, we had a couple of different schemes that we had planned for them, and just so happens on the first one. And really, scheme didn't have a lot to do with that punt block. It was a block off the edge, and their protection. They were protecting to the inside, and they kind of let the edge guy go. We do the same thing in our protection because it's the guy that's furthest away from the kick, and you hope to get it off. He just took a great angle and took it right off the guy's foot. And, twice this year, we've had punt blocks go under our arms, and I've said I don't know how we miss those punts. One against ULM and one against Air Force, and they're huge plays in the game. So I wish we would have gotten those others, but I'm glad we got the one today.
Hi, Jeff. I know it's revisionist history, but how is it knowing that your team is just a few plays away from being 6-4 or maybe 7-3?
Bottom line is we didn't make those plays, and we need to make those plays. It's over the history of my tenure here, I think of all of the close games that we've won, and there's been a lot of those games where it just went our way. Going to overtime against Miami of Ohio, knocking a guy down at the 2-inch line on a 2-point conversion against Eastern Michigan. The Hawaii game where we had a 4th and short and didn't make it. They drive it down. We got to bat a pass down in the end zone on 4th down. There's just been a lot of close games that we've won, and you got to make another play. You got to make another play. Just one more play in probably a few of those games, but we didn't make the play. And so we didn't earn the victory. And, it's agonizing because you think if we had just made that play, if that would just have not have happened, maybe a different story. But that's the agony of defeat. There's the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat is, as we all remember from the wild world of sports. And, sometimes we're that skier going off the side of the ski jump. It just can't worry about what's in the past and what's in the rearview mirror. I'm really glad we won today. We were desperate for a victory. We needed it. I'm proud of our team to get the win today, and we're going to need to go battle on the road next week and try to win again. And that's what's important is refocusing and going on to the next one and getting prepared for UMass, which is just exactly what we intend to do. And as soon as I walk out of this room, I'm going to start going and getting ready for them.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.